Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about breakouts, we're gonna be talking about purging, we're gonna be talking about irritations. Okay, so if you want to hear what I have to talk about, continue watching. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do this video, I already filmed like 3 other videos that I want to edit, but since I was having this little situation, I didn't want to post that video before this one because it would seem a little bit weird that, you know, my skin is okay when I'm actually going through something, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to film this video in the moment so that you can hear or just understand what I'm basically talking about. Alright, so we're just gonna get straight into the video. So I have been experiencing this little situation, you know, for a couple weeks now, yeah, and I'll talk further down in the video so you can have an idea. Alright, so we're gonna talk first about like breakouts. What are breakouts? Breakout is just anything that would result in acne, whether it is whiteheads, open comedones, closed comedones, whiteheads, blackheads, anything that is related to acne. Okay, could be inflammation or inflammatory acne or non-inflammatory acne. Inflammation acne is the type of acne that is related to the skin breaking apart, versus non-inflammatory acne would include whiteheads and blackheads. Okay, because there's no inflammations or inflammation. Okay, so I'll just give you a picture of inflammatory acne or inflammation acne versus non-inflammation acne. That's what it's called? Yeah, but I'm going to give you the information on screen so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Alright, so those come in the form of breakouts, okay? And we might get a breakout because of bacteria, we might get a breakout because we wear a mask, we might get a breakout because of various reasons, because of the external environment, because you go out without sunscreen and your skin is the surface for a lot of debris, a lot of UV damage, a lot of the external environment. Okay, so that can cause a breakout. Over exfoliating your skin can give you a breakout. Just doing a lot of things to the skin can give you breakouts. Okay, yes, so a breakout can be anything related to open or closed comedone, or it can be anything related to just the external environment. Yes, and in our lives, not everybody will get a breakout, but for the people that have acne prone skin or have experienced acne in any way, shape or form, you must have had even one breakout in your life. If you haven't, lucky you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, whether it's a small one or a big one. So those are basically what breakouts are. Okay, good. So we know what breakouts are, but what is purging per se? Okay, so purging is basically when you start using, usually it comes after using a product. Okay, for example, retinols, some alpha hydroxy acid, could be even glycolic acid, it could be salicylic acid, it could be any AHA or BHA. You can experience purging. Some people say that you get purging or they get purging with using niacinamide. I don't know how, you know, because niacinamide is not actually going to be that ingredient that would purge you. Okay, it would affect you in a way. It would more like irritate your skin. Okay, so if you use niacinamide with certain acids, mix them together, then it would cause blushing, because it will turn niacinamide into neocotic acid, and it would actually cause your skin to become red. I'm not really sure if the term is purging as it relates to niacinamide, but products that have exfoliating ingredients, retinols, even vitamin C, anything that can actually, or that is going to be increase the cell turnover or anything in general that is going to cause the cell to turn over can actually cause you to purge, go through a period of purging. Okay, yes, any type of acids, AHA, BHA, whatever you want to call it, they can cause you to purge. But what happens during the purging period is the product is actually affecting the skin. It is going deep into the skin, it is working, and if you have any clogged pores, if you have anything underneath or beneath the skin that needs to get, come out, the product is going to cause the whatever is going on at the the lower epidermis of the skin or just beneath the skin surface. It's going to cause it to shoot out. Okay, so you're gonna be thinking that, oh my gosh, this product is not working, but actually, in truth and in fact, it's actually working. It's working to get rid of all of the nasty stuff that's underneath your skin surface. So it comes up in the form of a breakout, but it's actually purging. And then when you're complete, when that is finished, the product is going to actually start working, and then you're going to realize that your skin will, it's going to look clear, it's going to look fair, and then the product can actually start working. And that usually takes like a month or so. Okay, yes. Now let's talk about irritation. I'm just going to go quickly breeze through. Now, irritation, it comes as a result of, one, if you over exfoliate your skin. Okay, so remember that I said that you can get a breakout from anything. Okay, it could be dirt, gunk, sauna, or whatever. Irritation can come as a result of you exposing your skin to the sun. Yes, you can get irritated from the sun. The sun can actually irritate your skin. Okay, yes, the sun can irritate your skin. When you use a lot of products, drying products, that can irritate your skin. The environment can irritate your skin. Water, if it's hard water, can actually irritate your skin. Okay, like anything at all, any product that you put onto your skin can irritate your skin. Okay, anything at all can irritate your skin. Okay, even the AHA and the BHA products, they can irritate your skin. But how do you know the difference between an irritation and purging? So the irritation usually have like tiny bumps, and these bumps aren't necessarily like painful. They might be red, they might be small and clustered and all over the face. They might not necessarily be painful, they might not be hard, they're just clustered bumps, and they would sometimes include redness, not really painful or pussy or anything, or maybe, I don't know, but they're usually there for a short period of time. Okay, and after like treating your skin or stop using the product, you would realize that your irritation is gone. You don't have that anymore, or the redness dissipates or it goes away. You know what I'm saying? Over a couple, maybe a week or a week and a half, you would realize that everything just goes, or a couple days. It depends on the level of irritation that your skin or you are experiencing. Okay, so that is the difference between irritation and purging. And some purging come in the form of like when you are purging, sometimes the pimples can come in like really big, and sometimes they have blackheads and whiteheads and a lot of pussy stuff and just nasty stuff on your skin, and they last a little bit longer. When your skin is irritated, you don't necessarily have big old pimples coming out of your skin. Yes, as I was saying, basically what is happening is when you're purging, something is going on beneath the skin surface. Okay, when your skin is irritated, something is going on at the top of the skin surface. Something is happening on the skin surface that is causing your skin to react a certain way. Okay, and some irritations can be allergic reactions, okay, to a particular product. Now let's talk about me. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a little situation of my skin. I'm just going to share with you what was going on with my skin, okay, as it relates to my irritation. So I'm going to show you everything on screen. So I'm just going to show you something on screen right now just to explain to you what my skin was going through, whether it's just a general like a breakup because of me using a new product and purging, or is it just me using a product and it irritating my skin. Okay, so I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to self-diagnose because I'm not a doctor, but I'm just going to share with you based on what I have seen. Okay, good. So I'm gonna start first with November the 19th. November the 19th, I did my hair. I don't remember when I did my hair, but my hair was done. So my face was okay, in its okay position, like so far. Nothing really, apart from the fact that, well, nothing really was wrong with my skin. My skin was perfectly fine, to be honest. But I noticed a little pimple right here. And I think I got that pimple because I was out doing running errands and I was wearing my mask, okay, for an extended period of time, maybe around 4 hours, because I was busy, and I was also wearing sunscreen. So I think I got like a little pimple because of that, okay. So I got a little mini clogged pores, clogged pore, and a breakout right above my lips, okay. So that was one area of my face that I was just it was just normal acne, okay. Yes, nothing, not inflammation acne, just regular smegular acne. All right, now we are gonna go now to the next morning, and this was November the 20th. November the 20th, I found a little the same pimple. I think that pimple got inflamed, or it got, because it was, my body is trying to heal itself because of the mass. As I said before, it's like bacteria. The pimple got yellow, it got like pussy in a sense. So I know that it's an actual bacteria that got there, okay. And I think also because I was touching it, because it was a little bit weird, it felt a little bit weird to have acne right here, because sometimes it's a little bit painful because I have like a mustache or hair above my lips, right? But this pimple got big and got a little pussy. So what I did was I applied some benzoyl peroxide, 10% benzoyl peroxide on that pimple. And then the next day, as you can see, this is the, when is this? This is the 20th in the morning. I applied my benzoyl peroxide. Then the next photo, is it? Yeah, then in the next photo, this picture, I took this while I was filming, okay. This picture now, you can see that the pimple or the pussiness, it went, and the pimple is now dry, okay. Yeah, so I guess it was healing at this point. Notice my face didn't really have any problems, okay. Then the next day the next day I was filming a video, so this is the reason why I changed my outfit and everything. And as you can see, the pimple was slowly going down. Alright, and then the next day I was going through a period where my skin was stripping because it was super dry, okay. Yeah, my skin was stripping because it was super dry, and I was also using the lactic acid. So I made a video and I shared with you what I think about the lactic acid and how it is affecting my skin. And I said that I'm not going to draw any conclusions, but whenever I use lactic acid, this is what happens. My skin feels as though it's stripping, but this was the most dramatic stripping, okay. And as you can notice, I'm going to zoom in. The pimple that was there is totally, or had totally dried up. Next day, this was November the 23rd, I was still, stripping, or it was actually the same day, okay. Then the next day, my skin was good. I did my skincare routine and I got rid of the dryness and so forth. Was this the next day? The same day. It was the same day because I actually did a video the same day that I was experiencing the stripping. So as you can see, my skin was fine, okay. Next day again, my skin is fine, no problems, everything is fine. The pimple that was here, it's healing. The only thing I would have to deal with right now is the little hyperpigmentation. Okay, so that's just my regular breakout. Okay, and it got infected because I was playing with it. So you don't play with your pimples, guys. Alright, so I'm going to move along so you can, you know, understand what I'm talking about. As you can see, the pimple right now, it is in its healing stage, or it's more like hyperpigmented, and you can actually see where the pimple was. Yeah, and the little scarring because of the pimple, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation because of a pimple. Good. So as you can see right now, guys, there was a pimple developing, and this was, when was it? This was the Sunday in the morning. Okay, there was a pimple developing. The Saturday I went on the road. Okay, it was a busy day, wore my mask, had to reapply my sunscreen. We were on the road for maybe a good 5 or 4 hours. We were on the road for a good 5 or 4 hours, so I had to reapply my my sunscreen. So as you can see, a little pimple was developing. Knowing how I was like, you know, because I used the benzoyl peroxide on my upper lip, and it really dried it out. I was thinking like, Jody, you should be using the benzoyl peroxide on this just in case it, you know, it gets worse. Alright, so I applied the benzoyl peroxide on that little pimple, wore my mask, and we went out again for this day, and we spent like maybe 5 or 6 hours on the road. Alright, then the next morning I woke up to this pimple. Yes, this pimple. And in my mind now, I was thinking maybe this was the reason why this is like this. It looks like pustule, like a pustule pimple, was because I was wearing my mask. Yeah, I think it was because I was wearing my mask. Okay, and I also think it was assisted by the benzoyl peroxide. Okay, good. So that's what was happening to my face, and I actually got 2 of them, two pimples. Right, so that night I applied the benzoyl peroxide. Yes, and I also saw another pimple. Was it the same night or a different night? So this was Monday. I found the 2 pimples that were pussy, and then yeah, Monday too, I also saw a little one that was developing, so I was quick and ready to apply benzoyl peroxide. But this time I was like, maybe I should apply benzoyl peroxide to all of my face, because maybe there are little, you know, pimples that are trying to come up. Okay, I don't know, like I was trying to prevent. Okay, but if it's not broken, guys, don't fix it. Like if you have a pimple, treat the pimple, don't treat the entire face, because if you don't have pimples all over your face, don't put benzoyl peroxide over your face. Okay, all right, let's just move along. So this was Monday, as I said before. This was Tuesday, 12:59 a.m. in the morning. I was looking at my skin, taking pictures, and I was about to go to my bed. Alright? And then, as you can see, this is how big the pimple was. Yes, guys, so as I was saying, I didn't touch the pimple, I didn't touch the pus, so that was there. I just wanted my skin to heal by itself, without doing anything, without touching, with tampering and causing whatever to happen. And I was using my benzoyl peroxide, and I was using my azelaic acid. Okay, and one day, as I said before, there was one day that I spread the entire benzoyl peroxide over my face. Okay, was it this day? I think it was a Tuesday that I applied the benzoyl peroxide all over my face. Was it? Yeah, the Tuesday I applied the benzoyl peroxide all over my face, because I was really happy that the benzoyl peroxide was getting rid of, you know, it was helping to get rid of the bacteria and stuff and dry up the pimple and so forth. And I was really happy that it was working. Okay, but as I have been saying, my skin is very dry. I'm not sure why it is so dry right now, but it has been extremely dry. Yes, my skin has been really dry because the weather is just confusing. In my house is so dry because we always have our fan on, just because we want to be cool. The time is not very hot, but because we want to be really cool, This is the reason why we have the fan on. Okay? Yes. So this is the reason why, you know, we have our fan on, and this is the reason why my skin is just all over the place. It's just confused. Sometimes it behaves as if it wants to be oily. Sometimes it's just like super dry. Like, I get dry more or most of the time. As you can see, if you look closely on my skin, let me just zoom in. The sides of my face are usually dry. Okay, and when it's dry, the skin just looks lackluster. It just looks patchy, and this is right after like a couple hours after I did my skincare routine. So my skin shouldn't really look like this. It should be a little bit more hydrated. I don't know, maybe it looks hydrated, the cheek areas look hydrated, but around the jawline and so forth, it's super dry. All right, but this was the, as you can see, this was the condition of the pimple. It was just pussy, and I think that was because of the mask. Okay, and me being out in the sun. So now that was Tuesday at 12:59 a.m. in the morning, and then on Tuesday at 3 p.m. can you see the pimple? It literally, I woke up and I didn't see the pus. Like, I don't know, maybe in my sleep it burst, which I don't have a problem with. Yes, I don't have a problem with that, and it was not there anymore. And I did my skincare routine, my morning time skincare routine, and I just took picture of my face during the day. Okay, good. And as you can see, we don't have anything now, no pus, no nothing. So it's perfect. Not perfect, but it's not there anymore. The pimple is not there and the pus is not there. So this is basically what is left. Okay, and remember I was telling you that I was applying the benzoyl peroxide all over my face because I wanted it to, you know, to work, to get rid of the whatever irritation or pimple is left on my face, because I really enjoyed using it because it was removing drying up the pimples and so forth, and I was for that because I didn't want them to be there. I want my skin to be clean and my pores to be clean and free from bacteria and all of those stuff. Okay, good. So then the next morning, this was Tuesday 9 p.m. The next morning when I did my skincare routine and I used the benzoyl peroxide all over the face, this is what I woke up to. Okay, so if you look closely at the bumps, this is not purge. My skin is not going through any type of purging. This is literally an irritation because of using the benzoyl peroxide. I'm not self-diagnosing, but if you look closely, these pimples, they were just close. They were just tiny and just similar in what do you say now, like size, how they look. They weren't really red. They just look like irritation. Okay, my skin was irritated because of the benzoyl peroxide. Okay, I don't know if it's because of the benzoyl peroxide with this particular what do you say now, cream. I don't know what it was, but my skin got irritated from the benzoyl peroxide, and this is actually one of the side effects, you know, from using benzoyl peroxide. It can cause rashes or irritation. Yes, it can dry out your skin and cause rashes or irritation. I don't know what caused the rashes, but I knew that the only thing that I was doing different was applying the benzoyl peroxide all over the face, which I didn't usually do. I usually just spot treat. But because I noticed that I had pimples in different places and I used it and it was effective, I was like, I don't know, a crazy idea came in to just apply it all over the face. And also, when I applied the benzoyl peroxide the same evening, I was laying on the ground with a towel, not a towel, a blanket, and I was laying on top of the blanket after I did my skincare routine. So I don't know also, it could possibly be that maybe I was spreading the blanket on the floor and my face was on the floor, and that caused, like, you know, bacteria, just dirt or anything just got in my pores or just irritated it with the benzoyl peroxide, with cloth over your face. I don't know. okay, because I'm not going to self-diagnose. But I know that the only thing that I did different, or the only thing that I did different, was to use the benzoyl peroxide all over my face. Okay, and this is what caused the irritation. As you can see, this is actually an irritation. This is not my skin purging from benzoyl peroxide. Okay, and this is currently, this was Wednesday. Today that I'm filming this video, today is Friday. Okay, and let me show you another picture. Let me just give you a close-up so you can see what the little small tiny bumps look like. Okay, good. And then this was yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday. Can't really see the pimples or the little small tiny bumps as much, but they're still there. Okay, and then this is this today? This is today, Friday, at 5:40 in the morning, because I've been documenting just my skin and seeing how it works. As you can also see, my cheeks are actually irritated and my skin is extremely dry, because that's what benzoyl peroxide, you know, that's what it does to your skin, or that's what it does to your skin actually. Alright, so this is my skin currently. When you are going through a purge, your pimples, they're not going to stay there for like a week. They're going to stay there for maybe like 2 weeks until you see them start going away, and the pimples are going to be a little bit bigger. Okay, not all of them, just like, you know, they're not in clusters and so forth. They don't look similar. Sometimes they do, but then you have various like pimples everywhere. Okay, and some of them can also be painful, or inflammation, or, you know, just all of the gunk and the dirt coming up under your skin. Okay, as you can see, because of the irritation that I experienced, I just stopped using the benzoyl peroxide in general. Okay, and I just went back to the basics. Wash my face. I used this cleanser, the CLEF hydrating cleanser. I use my caffeine solution eye cream, and I also used the Centella unscented recovery cream. And I think like maybe once or twice in the week when I was going to my bed. Actually, no, not once or twice. I use this Wednesday. No, I use this. When did I have the irritation? I think I used this Tuesday, the first day that I got the irritation. I just stopped using I stopped using the benzoyl peroxide. When was that? That was the Wednesday. So the Wednesday I stopped, and then I used this in the night when I was experiencing the little, yes, as I was saying, for some reason whenever I have any type of irritation and I use azelaic acid, I notice that they just go away. Okay, but I don't use it every day because my skin is extremely dry, and this azelaic acid is in suspension, so it's in a little bit of silicone, dimethicone, and it's a little bit drying sometimes, so I don't use it every day. But I used it Wednesday and I used it Thursday, and I'm not going to use it today, okay, because I already did my skincare routine. So this is currently what my skin is looking like. I'm not sure you can see the irritations, but this is what it's looking like. It's a little bit better than before. Okay, so this is the difference between purging and a breakout versus irritation. You have regular acne that you get because, you know, oil and your skin. Okay, if you usually get pimples in a particular zone on your face, it could just be a regular breakout because, I don't know, maybe of your menstrual cycle, because you are not really exfoliating your skin a lot because you're producing too much oil and so forth. Okay, but then you have purging. You have to trace the new product that you're using to find out if it is the type of ingredient that is going to actually cause you to shoot out pimples. Okay, so that's purging. When you have new products, or you're trying new products and you realize that your skin is being, you know, you realize that some pimples are coming, and it don't usually happen over like a day or right after using a product. It can come like maybe 2 or 3 days after using a new product, because your skin is actually trying to respond to the product. Okay, so that is what purging is. Okay, then you have the regular irritations. Irritations usually happen right after you apply the product. It usually just happens right after. It could be redness, it could be rashes, it could be small little pimples on your face, and then it takes like 2 to 3 or 4 days for the irritation to actually subside when you stop using the product. Okay, yes, so that's the difference between purging and irritations, or just regular acne for me. Okay, and I'm sure you see where I got the little acne and so forth. It wasn't any purging, it wasn't anything. It was just because I was wearing mask and I was getting clogged pores in areas where I had a little pimples here and there, and then the mask was irritating it. And because I was also out in the sun, you know, UV rays, the free radicals, they get a chance to attack your skin, even though I was wearing sunscreen. But you know, when you're out in the sun for a very long time, anything can happen. So that's the reason why I always encourage, or I have been encouraging, the use of antioxidants in your skincare routine. And if you haven't seen that video, link right to the right of your screen, you can go and check it out. But guys, this is it for me. I just wanted to come to you to explain to you what I am experiencing, and from my understanding of, you know, acne and so forth, or whatever, I can explain to you what purging, what irritation, and what regular acne is. Okay, so I hope this video was informative, hope it was helpful, and so forth. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.